This is a deposition of Stephen Gottlieb taken for the purpose of preservation of testimony and all other uses that may be allowed by the Georgia Civil Practice Act. Please state your name.
My name's Steve Gottlieb.
Tell us about yourself.
Well, I'm the director of the Atlanta Legal Aid Society.
What is Legal Aid?
Legal Aid's a nonprofit organization which serves poor people for their critical basic needs. And so we do about 24,000 cases a year on things like protecting people against domestic violence, making sure that they don't get overwhelmed by consumer debt, keeping them in their houses and in their homes when they have legal problems.
Now, how many offices do you have, and do we have to come to Atlanta if we're to seek the services of Atlanta Legal Aid?
We serve 5 counties, and we've got offices in each one of the 5 counties. And we also have an office over in the Children's Hospital.
What do you have to do to qualify for legal aid
You've
services?
got to be low income, and you've got to have the kind of case where it's really critical. So, for instance, we do domestic violence cases for people who have domestic problems, but we don't do ordinary divorces. The number of people who are eligible for our services are close to 500,000 in just our service area.
Give us an idea, if you would,
Sure.
about what's the size of your budget and how many lawyers you have and employees you have that try to carry out those services.
We have about 68 lawyers now. Our budget's about $10 million, which is substantial, but certainly not enough. We cover that entire area with those people. The total staff's about 130. We try to be particularly efficient, and so each one of our cases costs about $500 a case, despite the fact that they are very critical and difficult cases to deal with.
Now, so I guess the government gives you this money.
Some, but actually the second largest source of funds for legal aid is contributions from lawyers particularly, but from the general community. We get close to $2 million a year, about $1.67 million a year from individual contributions. And if you add United Way, it's actually over $2 million.
And does legal aid have specialized areas of interest?
We've got 10 different special projects. We have lawyers at children's hospitals, and we have 3 projects that deal with seniors. We have a senior law project. We have a statewide hotline that anybody from the state can call in and get service. And then the one that people wouldn't know about much is we have the long-term care ombudsman program, where our employees investigate complaints in personal care homes and in nursing homes to make sure that the people who are in those homes are getting adequate care. And they make unannounced visits to over 800 personal care homes around the community in just Atlanta area to make sure that people are properly being taken care of. So it's all kinds of special projects. We have also a cancer project. We represent people with cancer. A lot of times we have women who come in who have cancer who need to deal with what's going to happen when they die and what their children are going to be facing. And so we represent the parent and the child on those kinds of cases.
What can a law firm do to make sure that this effort continues?
We ask lawyers as a pace setter amount for contributions to pay $500 to support legal aid for the year, which actually roughly commits to taking 1 case. The idea of giving us $500 is to support 1 case, to protect 1 woman against violence, to keep 1 kid from losing his Medicaid benefits, to help 1 woman who has cancer.
Now, is there anything further you'd like to say before we close your deposition?
Well, one thing is that I'd really like to say that the Atlanta community is something special. There are a lot of places where they have legal aid programs that don't have this kind of support, and they don't flourish like we do. We flourish because of that.
Thank you.